faint, melodic chanting in the background. Every year, millions offer prayers to Yamuna Maya, Mother Yamuna. But the water receiving these prayers has become a stagnant, pitch-black trench, suffocated by thick layers of chemical foam. At its source, 6,000 meters high in the Himalayas, the river is exactly what the ancient texts describe. This clear, turquoise runoff from the Yamuna Glacier has sustained agriculture, trade, and the rise of Indian civilizations for over 3,000 years. Early texts like the Rig Veda categorized these waters as physical lifelines long before they were called goddesses. By embedding the river's health into the community's spiritual survival, ancient societies created a binding social contract. To protect the river's purity was to protect the village's drinking water and crops, making deification the ultimate mechanism for ecological survival. Today, that contract is broken.
We have entered a period of psychological fracture, where we worship the abstract idea of a deity while systematically dismantling her physical, biological body. Modern devotion has been reframed as a shield against reality. Many believe that because the Yamuna is a mother and a goddess, she possesses an infinite capacity to absorb and purify whatever we discard, as if her divinity makes her immune to chemistry. This belief manifests as a physical assault on the ecosystem. Thousands of people use the channel as a wishing well for polythene bags, rotting food, and synthetic idols painted with lead and arsenic. These ritual offerings join a much larger, invisible load of industrial waste and raw sewage. The resulting chemical reaction creates these massive ice-like sheets of toxic foam that now completely mask the water's surface in front of our modern city skylines. Calling the river Mother has become a convenient excuse. It allows us to feel spiritually connected to the water, while we look the other way as it is ecologically murdered. While the visible pollution captures the headlines, the river's death begins much further upstream with a systemic theft of the water itself. Environmental flow, a river's volume and speed, acts as a biological immune system, flushing out toxins. But massive barrages like Hafnakund violently interrupt this, diverting 90. These sandy banks serve as the river's lungs. This porous catchment area is a natural filtration system that allows water to recharge groundwater aquifers and filters out pollutants before they can reach the mainstream. Today, unregulated sand mining operations strip away this critical filter. Heavy machinery carves deep, unnatural trenches into the sand, altering the path and destroying the breeding grounds for the river's last remaining fish and turtles. As the sand is removed, the remaining wetlands are paved over. Sprawling, unregulated urban settlements and dense piles of garbage now suffocate the edges of the water, cutting off the river's ability to breathe or regenerate. With its blood drained by dams and its lungs buried under concrete, the Yamuna has been stripped of every biological defense. It is utterly defenseless against the final blow. That final blow occurs in cities like Delhi, which discharge nearly 4 billion liters of raw, untreated sewage and industrial effluent directly into the defenseless riverbed every day. This technical report documents how different types of pollution merge. Domestic waste, mass cloth washing, and ritual activities join the industrial effluent to create a single, unified toxic load that destroys any hope of water quality. This is a direct failure of Antoyada, the welfare of the most vulnerable. These fishermen, navigating through a sea of chemical foam, see their health and their livelihoods destroyed by a crisis they didn't create. For them, the mother has been turned into a poison. We have weaponized the maternal metaphor. We use the title of mother to demand that the river endlessly absorb our sins and our sewage, while we dodge the civic and political responsibility required to keep her alive. Saving the Yamuna requires a radical shift in how we define devotion. Real stewardship means moving beyond symbolic rituals to active defense, It requires demanding municipal accountability, stopping illegal sand mining, and treating waste at the source. The most significant form of worship we can offer today is the political and ecological fight to restore the Yamuna's environmental flow. We must return to the ancient wisdom that first named her a goddess, the recognition that a river can only be divine if we first allow it to be a living, breathing river.